The Titans are ready to run back this kick. The Jaguars ready to get this action started. Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. And now we've got a young quarterback about to head onto the field for the first time today.
You know, Jim, this guy's he's starting to inch his way up into that elite status, and he keeps playing solid football. So if he goes out here today and plays a good solid game again today, we're gonna start talking about him differently here in the future. Well, Jim, I always say it's about deception when you're playing offense. That time, the play action fake by the quarterback was so good the defense didn't even see that he still had the football, and he throws it down there for a nice completion.
Handoff, right side. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Well, Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Well, you work all week long on a game plan if you're the offensive coordinator, and you come right out and it works.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence, does it? Makes the offensive players, they feel good about what's going on, and it gives confidence to that play caller. That's just as important. Rhythm, you hear it so often in sports, and it is true, especially on the offensive side. That's another first down by the offense. They got some rhythm, and these kind of drives usually lead to scores.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Keeps it on the play fake. Unable to bring it in. Here's the Titans offense. They lead the league this year in passing offense. Two tight ends on the field here. Second down and 10. The give. Brought down at the 32. Here's the Jaguars defense. They will try for the first time this season to stop the running game. Third down play coming up, and last week that was not an issue as they converted time and time again. Offense lines up here. Takes it again. That brings the play to an end. Now inside the red zone. They were very good at finishing off drives last week in this situation. First down and 10. Gets it again. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
That's second down coming up. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Still got it after the play action. In his hands, complete. Touchdown.
Well, when your offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
The Jaguars now will have their chance to respond with their first drive. The score's 7-0. He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the first time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
Game's about 3. Here's a look at the Jaguars line up on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards. Tosses the football. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3. On the way, third down. The Jaguars are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Drop back, shotgun formation. The Jaguars get a first down.
quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle usually is wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
And that picks up 3. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, they talk about it's 3rd down league. You got to pick up 3rd downs to have success and win football games. Good play call, good pass, good catch. Now it's 3rd and short. I like the offense's chances.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Get ready.
3rd down and 2. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 15, the ball carrier. Loss of 4 on the play.
They're in punting formation. First down coming up. Split backfield here from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. The defense had that one covered.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
The ball's deflected, incomplete.
Boy, it must be hard just to knock the football down. That time he's in good position because you know the defender wanted to go for the interception, but he played it smart and knocked it down instead.
Offense lines up here.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun formation. Interception. They bring him to the turf.
This defense is just attacking today. They got the offense backed up. They go after them. They're aggressive. And what does it do for them? It gets them an interception inside the opponent's 20-yard line.
Now 1st and 10. Keeps it here. He's looking to the right here on this throw. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, that score ties the game up. Now on the defensive side, you got to come out there and take advantage of this feeling you got going now and get the football back for your offense.
The Titans are ready to take it to them. They face 1st down. The jumbo set on the field. Keeps it here. With 2 hands, he has it. The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. The Titans come out. Jumbo package on the field. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete. That's going to be a timeout charged to the offense. It's now 2nd down. It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
Let's go.
Intercepted. It's got some daylight.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
They bring in the extra tight end. 1st and 10. He stayed in there that time, took the hit, but still was able to make the play.
Jim, you're right. Good job by the QB, and you're going to have to do this 3 or 4 times a game. The protection cannot always be perfect. He stands in there, gets hit, but still throws the football right on target. The Jaguars, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
That leads us to second down. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Offside. Defense.
Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. Goal line defense on the field. First and goal from the 2. He is in for the touchdown.
That was just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's first and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
Running into the kicker. Defense.
Over-eager trying to block that kick, and it'll cost him. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set now for the next series. The Titans come out in a jumbo set. First and 10. Play action. Shakes off the hit. Makes the reception.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
Let's go.
First down at the 45. They'll go ground. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down following the run. They've come out in the dime package. Takes it from the gun. Gets it out for the completion. Tackle down at the 42-yard line. The completion sets them up now for 3rd and 7. The Titans come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide.
When you play man-to-man coverage, it takes a good throw and catch. That time, neither was there. Another incomplete pass.
The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good.
Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense. Good job by the kicker.
That's a timeout call. They're lining up for the onside kick. They want to get the ball back. And unable to pull off the onside kick, the hands team comes away with the football. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. It's a two tight end formation. First down and 10. And he's thrown to the ground.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's showing us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
Wide receivers are bunched up. They'll go ground. They're all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
Manage the football game. That's what you have to do as a quarterback. You're winning a close game and it's 3rd and long. Well, manage it. Know what to do. Don't force the play here. If it's not there, throw it away and just punt the football.
Split backfield here.
Get ready.
From the gun. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down after just a 3-play series.
I don't know who to blame here. Was it a great play by the safety getting the sack on the quarterback, or the quarterback just not paying attention, seeing him coming? And if you see him, you've got to change the play or get rid of the football a lot quicker.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. Gets about 9 on the play. The Titans come to the line to start this drive at the 24. The defense comes out in the dime. The Titans have it at the 24. Makes the catch. The tackle is made.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Finds his mark. Nice tackle.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Offense lines up here. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Makes the catch in the open field.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Throwing now to his left. In on the stop. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you can tell he is fired up. He is come.
Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
The Jaguars return team is in position. Perhaps they can run one out pretty deep and shift the momentum. The score's 17-14. That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Jaguars bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive.
Get ready.
Now 1st and 10. He has the grab, and he heads to the sidelines out of bounds.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You can give a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch.
2nd and 10. Reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 4 coming up following that completion. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
When you throw this pass as a quarterback, you've got to stick it right onto the body of the wide receiver. They are nervous because they're running across the middle.
1st and 10. Catch made. And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
Get ready.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 25. Brings it in, and he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
The quarterback that time realized it was zone coverage. He just waited for the defense to get out of position, and he threw it to the open hole.
Looking to go up top again on first down. Looks but can't connect on the short throw. 2nd down coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time from the shotgun. They're going to get him here for a sack. The Jaguars call a timeout. Their first. Can they overcome the sack? 3rd down on the way. Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Got a hand on it. No force the incompletion.
Good job by the linebacker. Just watching the quarterback, reading his eyes. He made the move at the right time, and he knocked the pass down.
Flag is out. The kick is good.
Offside. Defense.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down on the way. The Titans lined up. Everybody split out wide. From the shotgun. Makes the reception. Good piece of tackling. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here. The Titans with an empty backfield. Look here. Out of the shotgun. Looks to his left. Very nearly intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
And he's taken down. The Jaguars call a timeout and are left now with only one. The punter awaits the snap. Looking to make a difference. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. The Jaguars offense now marches onto the field. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Jaguars from the 32. Screen has his man.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
First down at the 42. Heaving it down the field, but it falls incomplete. That's the end of the first half. And you've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. They line up here for the onside kick. They want that football back. They won't recover the onside kick. The hands team does his job. The Jaguars now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive.
Let's go.
And here we go, the first snap of the second half. He's brought to a halt.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line. And here as we look at the rushing numbers, there's not much there on the ground, even though this game is tied.
Yeah, balance is not the word for this offense today. If you want to run the football, do it maybe in an unconventional way, some draws, some misdirections. That's what they need to do.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 35. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Good job by the offensive line there on 3rd and short. Even though the defense knew it was probably going to be a run, still able to get in there and barely get that first down.
Offense lines up here. The Jaguars from the 32. The defense gets a sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback but Try to protect yourself because you're going down.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. That's a touchdown.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game in the National Football League, it makes you relax and you play better.
Running into the kicker. Defense.
Overly aggressive, trying to go for the block. First down here. Throws the pass. The Titans now move the chains. You love to see somebody bounce back. After not being a factor last week, we're seeing a wide receiver who knows how to get right back into it.
Yeah, he was eager to get back out on the field again this week, Jim. He's anxious to go out there and do well, and so far today, he has been awesome.
The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job by this wide out today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football.
And off the mark on that short throw. There's been no shortage of big plays today with this quarterback at the helm, Phil.
Oh, my gosh, what an arm this quarterback has. How about these throws down the field? Not only are they far down the field and beautiful, they're right on target. And the good thing is he has receivers who can take advantage of his arm.
Second down coming up. Nickel formation here for the defense from the gun. He's got the catch. Gains 17.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Out of the gun. Throw to the left. Touchdown.
Well, here we are. It's a tie game now. We'll see how the teams react to it. Will it be positive or negative?
Add the extra point. The kick is good. Neither team able to establish the upper hand for too long. We've had already 3 lead changes, and the score's 24-24. He'll take it from the 1. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Jaguars are set for their next possession.
Let's go.
First and 10. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
You know, situations like this, you think you're making the right call. You're going to run the football on second down so you can get in a good situation for third. And no, what happens? You lose a couple yards, and now you're in a tough third and long.
Third and forever. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. They're set to punt it away now. Brought down after a gain of 6. The Titans come out for the next possession. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Has his target. He's brought down. And this game is tied. And, Phil, you've got a quarterback, though, who's ready to be the difference maker down the stretch.
I would think so, Jim. He's been outstanding all day long. He has kept this football team in the game, and he is going to probably end up being the difference.
Let's go.
Staying with the passing game on first down. And that pass is swatted away, incomplete.
Good job by the quarterback reading the wide receiver. He is all over him, and it makes it easy for him to swat down the throw by the QB.
He'll take the snap from the gun. He's wide open for the grab.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time. If you're the quarterback, it's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
First down here after the completion. Nickel formation for the defense here. Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
He throws it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy just getting in position to make the catch.
The Titans were very effective on that scoring drive, especially via the pass. Over 50 passing yards on that scoring drive. Takes it from the 2. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. They come to the line, and it's first down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Get ready. Break 38. Hey.
Dropping back 3. And he's forced to the ground.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having an offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Get ready. You're ready.
Flag is out. They'll go shotgun here. Finds his mark. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Offside. Defense.
Well, looks like the defender was caught in the neutral zone, Phil.
Yeah, he was. Good job by the quarterback. You know, he made that little voice inflection. That'll get him every time. This quarterback's a little sneaky, you know.
Let's go. 188. 188.
3rd and 8. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Well, the defense is happy to get off the field. They stopped the 3rd down try by the offense, but they're upset because they had a chance for the turnover, and they dropped a sure interception.
Stiff arms to stay on his feet. And at the 49, he'll be brought down. The Titans get ready to start their drive. First down and 10. They give it to him on the counter. Taking off. Gains 19. First down here after the run. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Picked up a couple that time.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Pulls it in. Finally, a third down conversion. The Jaguars all season long have been impossible to throw against, but today they are getting shredded, Phil.
Well, they've been impossible to throw against because they have one of the best pass rushes in the NFL. When that's not working, you find out, hey, there's a few weaknesses.
Makes the grab. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Titans.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
The Jags are ready to return the kick. They're setting up the return. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. The Jaguars now will start their drive at the 32.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now 1st and 10. Ball's thrown incomplete. Great coverage there by the defense.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
He'll fire it out to the left, and they bring it down at the 38-yard line.
Sometimes it's good protection by the offensive line, and sometimes it's just bad defense. They can't get to the quarterback, and that's another completion by him.
Now looking at 3rd down. Double tight end formation.
Get ready. Red 38. Red 38.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. And incomplete. The defense does his job, forcing 4th down in a hurry.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
He'll have a chance for a return. Picks up 8 here. Tough starting field position here.
Let's go.
1st and 10. Play fake. And batted away.
On defense, when you're a defensive back, it's so much about timing. That time he times it perfect, and he jumps up and knocks the ball down.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. 2 tight ends on the field here. Keeps it here. Gets it out for the completion. He's tackled right at the 24. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. The defense comes out in the nickel. He'll keep it on the play fake. The Titans get a 1st down. The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion.
Let's go.
On the money. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. 1st down here after the completion. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Catch made. He's taken down at the 35.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the 1st down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Play action fake. Looking to throw.
Oh, nice job. That cornerback, he was watching the quarterback. He's all over the receiver, so it was easy for him to knock the throw down.
3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up the 1st. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Play fake, looking to the right side and throwing. Good defense to deflect the pass and force the incompletion.
He did everything right, didn't he? The cornerback that time. He was physical. He stayed on the wide receiver. He was reading the quarterback, so it was easy for him to knock the throw down.
The kick is good. The kick is good from downtown.
Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
The kicking team now getting set here for what looks like an onside kick. The onside kick is turned away, and the receiving team has it. First down here. They've come out in the dime package.
Let's go.
Snapping out of the gun. Has his target. Breaks free. Tackles made.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
The Jaguars take it from the 43. No one was open.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
The Jaguars take it from the 43. Down the field. It's intercepted. Muscles through the defender. That'll stop the play right there.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
First down, offense readying for the snap. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. And there's a drop.
Well, it's tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass, because we know it's hard to design plays that work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the football back to that guy so he can make the catch and get going again.
Catch made. Taken down at the 33.
The quarterback see cover four defensive backs playing back against the deep passes. They know they're going to look for underneath or crossing routes. That time, a good throw by the quarterback to the receiver going across the field.
Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
That time, the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still, it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and he picked up solid yards.
The Titans will take a second here to talk things over as they call a timeout on second down. Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. Second down here. Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the fourth. Almost intercepted that time.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the bag.
Third and short. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. The Titans will punt the football. The Titans face down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football. They are close enough to a first to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go.
The Titans snap it at the 41. Toss to the outside.
Give us the ball.
I think the coach took a little risk that time going for it on 4th and short. 4th and short in the NFL has turned into one tough proposition, but a good job that time getting it.
First down at the 49. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. The jumbo set on the field. Second down and 13. Throws to the right. Got the completion. Tackled down at the 28-yard line.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it. When you have a lead and your offense is playing like this, what's it do? Gives your defense a great rest. They're loving this drive as they sit on the sideline.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. This has been a long drive so far. Brings it into his body. He stacked up at that point. They keep fighting for every inch, every yard as they move closer and closer to the end zone.
Now this offense, they fit perfectly with the head coach. He's a
Touchdown, Titans.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. And he'll start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. The Jaguars offense heads on to the field. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Jaguars from the 32. The defense gets the sack. The Jaguars signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 25. And he's thrown to the ground. Offense going to stop the game here with a timeout. Wants to give it a go here. And they tackle him there at the 34. The Titans break huddle and start their drive this time from the 34. The Titans approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Reaches out and grabs it. They'll mark him at the 46.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same